Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. My name is Alex and today we're back on some Gotham Knights and we're talking about what the endgame is going to look like. Now a couple days ago they hosted a Q&A and they answered a whole bunch of questions. None of them had anything to do with the actual endgame except for one from what I actually caught. And I don't know if this was on purpose or they actually let it slip or if they even mentioned it before. So if they have, I missed it, but they did mention that the game's going to have dungeons. Now the question that somebody asked was, I'm gonna just read the question here. It says, while playing co-op with a friend, say the friend is across the map and I need to do a story mission. Can I do the story mission and encounter cutscenes while said friend is still exploring across the map? Now what's interesting here is that in the answer, the developer said that your friend can be on the opposite side of the map fighting crime and it's untethered. So that means that you can do whatever you want in the world. What does that mean? When it comes to entering a dungeon or triggering a story cinematic in open world, once you decide to trigger that cinematic, your friend will be teleported to you. So that goes without saying that dungeons are pretty much confirmed in the game, and although we don't know anything about them at the moment, that's still good to hear. Dungeons could easily scale from something you could be doing mid game to late game to even end game. So hopefully the dungeons can check off a lot of boxes, and I'm excited to see where they're going with this. Now as far as the Q&A, that's pretty much all we got as far as anything that can remotely resemble something end game. Everything else they answered were mostly just, things about cosmetics, things about story modes and stuff like that. And that was pretty much it. But what they did do today is they updated the Q&A page on their website and they added some more questions like way down at the bottom. And I think it's safe to say that these guys have been holding out on us, man. They've been keeping so many things about this game secret and locked down that it kind of makes me a little bit more excited to see what they've actually been holding on to, because this came out of nowhere. The question is, will Gotham Knights have a multiplayer mode? Answer: yes, Gotham Knights can be played with a friend via 2-player online co-op mode or solo, but on November 29th, 2022, the game is going to be adding a whole new mode called Heroic Assault, which is crazy. It's going to be a standalone mode, so it won't have anything to do with the actual story, and it's going to be 4-player co-op, which I thought this game was 4-player co-op for the longest time until I saw somebody mention in one of my comments a couple weeks ago saying that it was only 2 players. I thought I was going crazy, but I know for sure I thought this game was going to be 4-player co-op. I saw it somewhere. They must have removed it. I'm not entirely sure what happened, or maybe they were just trying to hide this mode. Now what exactly is Heroic Assault mode? I'm just going to read it here. It's going to be a dedicated arena-like environment with specific objectives to complete and enemies to defeat on each floor. And it's going to be 30 floors total, so I guess it's going to kind of be like the Raid Redemption. That's a pretty dope movie, and it's also going to be free, so that's super good to hear because this game is already pretty expensive on console. So the fact that this is free, and if this is done correctly, this is literally going to be what this game needed. And I'm actually super curious to see if they're hiding any other modes, because just like the Arkham games, you could have like challenge modes and stuff like that. So if they can fill this game, make it worth the actual asking price of the game, I think that will actually smooth a lot of things over with a lot of people who are still on the fence at the moment. And I also kind of think that they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, because people want to know more about the game, and I know that they're trying to keep a lot of things close to their chest, but I feel like if they were to just let people know exactly what they're getting from the game, maybe people will be a little bit less standoffish with the game. But nonetheless, this is really good news. I'm super excited, and I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with the dungeons, what they're going to do with this mode, with the other modes, what the reward system is going to look like, how we're going to earn things, if they're going to implement it the right way. But I'm also super excited because I wanted to host open lobbies with the game, but once I found out it was only 2 players, that kind of like dashed my hopes a little bit. But finding out that it's going to actually be a 4-player mode, that's actually pretty dope, and that's got me a little bit more excited for the game. So if you're also excited for the game and you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that shenanigans. Appreciate you for watching all the way through. My name is Alex. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.